Back to Pro Tips and Conversation with your host, AC Pilot Zero. Let's see. So, today I'm going to be carrying on with my build progress of Mrs. Thickbottom. But I think I did a little bit yesterday, and I forgot to record it because it was brief. Basically, I was just waiting for Common to hop back on for the co-op. Excuse me. So, what did you miss? Well, I killed Quelag. I whittled her down with my dinky little +5 rapier. That took some time. But actually not bad. Highly recommend grabbing that Dragon Crest shield from, you know, Valley Drakes right out front, assuming you're taking the shortcut route, which if you're a veteran you will be. Because when she does her, like, Wrath explosion, you just hold this up and you'll be alright. Take, like, maybe 1 bar of health and damage. Not bad at all. Okay, I do not have... Well, I gotta kill the Hydra. Well, I don't want to kill it with this. That'll take some time. So, my plan is to go down to... Oh yeah, the other thing you missed is I did a little bit of trading with Common to cut down on farming time. As you can see, I am well stocked with Titanite now. Should be everything I need there. That's just so we don't have to deal with the dull moments of, you know, farming. Right. So the plan is, go down to the catacombs, turn this into a fire rapier, and fire bandit knife as well. That reminds me, I still need to buy another one at some point. I'll do that after I get the Lord Vessel so I can warp. Right, and that's going to make it easier to get all the way through Anor Londo and do all that other crap. That is the plan. Hiya, hiya, hiya. But I do want to have some actual deep conversation today because really that should be an important part of what I'm up to. And I haven't really done much except for episode 3 when I was talking about social anxiety. That's probably the most in-depth thing I've talked about so far. What am I doing on upgrade? Ooh, I gotta upgrade that. Get a little armor on the legs. Oh, but I want to use... That's right, I want to use a different thing. So I'm going to hold off on upgrading that for now. And hold off on farming up the other leg item I need until I get the gold ring. Blah, 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 blah. So much to do. My goodness. When you're setting up a build, it never ends. Right. So, what can we talk about? Real quick, I thought it would be prudent to do a blurb about the president. Before I get into that, though, I believe that most people are pretty ignorant. Just like in general, you know? Because they're also kind of lazy. Like, the information that you have is what's around you. You've absorbed it, whatever was easily accessible, right? So, like, people you know telling you stuff or stuff that you've heard. And the stuff around you is probably the same category of things that you've been hearing your whole life, right? Like, unless you moved somewhere else or you dramatically changed your environment. Like, if you grew up in a red state, you're going to have red state ideas, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, God! So, for the most part, though, people do not fact-check. They don't look things up because they just don't want to take the time, or they're not interested enough. But the information you collect on the way that you don't fact check, that sticks in your brain, and so you might use it now and then because you're like, oh, I heard this, you know, and like you tell that to someone else and then it becomes what they heard, and unless they check it out, that's what they're going to be accepting as truth. And I am the same way. I think most Americans are, probably most of the world, but at least Americans. I can't really comment on others because I don't know them well enough. But yeah, most people do not fact check, or, you know, they just kind of do the lazy method. Because there's a reason for that. They're too busy doing everything else. They're working, they got family shit, they're just trying to relax, you know? It's understandable, is what I'm trying to say. So, when you look at the president, you got, I feel like it's like an even split of people who both like and dislike him, you know? And both sides has their reasons, and it's interesting, actually, if you talk to someone who is strongly for either side, to hear what they have to say. You know, it's pretty cool. So, you know, being informed, getting information is a good thing. It's just that it's not always a fun thing or an entertaining thing to do, especially if you're doing it on your own time. It's much more entertaining to talk to someone than to, like, you know, look shit up and read it. So I think that's why a lot of people like getting their information through videos. You know, like, people will do a video on YouTube about a subject, like give a good summary. Oh god. You know, and a lot of people like to absorb their information that way. So again, it's pretty understandable. So I actually do not have much informed information to give you, which is why I'm not going to give it. But I wanted to say that there's people on both sides, both with some idea of what's going on. So, I mean, if you're curious, ask. Get informed. And that way you can make a better decision. And you can figure out, why is Trump bad? Why is Trump potentially good? Oh my god, die already. Right. So, I cannot really say for certain what's good or bad, but like, I will say that I believe Trump appeals to a certain kind of person, and I think really the country seems to be divided on if it's those certain types of people or not, which is why we ended up with such a even split in the voting. You know, it was really close whether it was going to be Trump or Hillary, because the mentality of the country is pretty well divided like that. You know, two different mindsets, the inclusive and the non-inclusive, it seems like, if you boil it down, you know. People are just doing what they think is best and working towards what they want. So, what can you do? Well, honestly, if you really care, the best thing you can do is inform yourself. So, do that research. Might as well kill Pinwheel while I'm here. Get the right of kindling. Right, I feel like that was a bit of a messy little conversation there. But again, I am one of the ignorant many, so I do not have too much to contribute. Right, but the point there was, people are doing the best they can with the information that they have. That's true for pretty much anything. I feel like people are inherently good. They don't go out of their way to be mean, you know. Spite's kind of a different thing. Spite has motivation, but I'm talking about if you're just going day to day, like, you don't kick puppies for fun, you know. Most people do not do that. They are inherently good. So, people being inherently good do the best they can with the information that they have. But your mindset, this is another topic here, personality and like being who you are and how does it happen. I said in the previous video when I was talking about how your personality is made up of, you know, everything that's around you, everything you absorbed growing up. Like, racism, for example. That's a learned behavior. You're not born racist, you become racist by what's around you, influencing you. Oh no, you don't, buddy. Better top off. It's always important to heal while you can. One time, I was down here with just an awful weapon. And, he summoned so many clones. Oh crap, just like that. And they all fireballed me. Just like that. And I died just like that. It happened again! Hilarious! Yeah, like, I guess it's kind of a timer. If you think about it, you gotta kill a pinwheel fast enough before that happens, otherwise you just get completely screwed. I got stun locked there, I couldn't even roll out of it. Lame. Now I gotta get back there. Hopefully the pinwheel, or the bone wheels don't murder me so I can get my humanity back. That was a funny little mishap there. It's good to be able to laugh at these mistakes. You know, I mean, it's natural to also get mad, like if you're stuck on a boss, but it's also funny at times. You know, my advice to anyone is never take anything too seriously. Including the things I'm telling you right now. Yo, where's my pinwheel mask? I don't get one because I died? That's super lame. Well, I didn't need it anyway, but that's super lame. So yeah, don't take anything too seriously. This whole era of being offended, you're overdoing it, really. It's like, sure, take a moment to educate someone on their ignorance if you can, but don't get super like thrown out of whack. That just makes you look bad if you just get all angry, you know. You want to have a cool head. Like, people respect that when they see that, you know, you're actually, you have your senses about you, and you know what you're talking about instead of just being angry and just spouting. You know, oh crap, that's bad. Go get the fuck out of my way, you stupid. And I'm dead again. Well, at least I recovered and I'm pick up right there. Ugh. Right. So your personality is the sum of what's around you. But you can change it. It's just that, like, you gotta want to. So that's another thing. People can only do... You can only do what you're ready to do. You have to have a motivation of your own to be able to make a change. If you're not motivated, it simply will not happen. Like, if someone's trying to force you to do something, it will not happen unless you have the proper motivation. Oh my freaking god, these boners. Well, I will say the fire rapier is working out pretty nicely. Really, you just kind of like be all stealth and shit back there? Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Roll! Yeah. By the way, these guys will still carve you up if you just so much as touch them while they're rolling. Oh god! Must stun lock. Wizard. Must kill. Archer. I did my bandit knife too, right? Please tell me I did. Yes, fire knife. Very good, very good. And these piddly little low damage weapons will see me all the way through Anne Orlando. Okay. So really, if you boil it all down, my message is awareness. Realize when you're being influenced and why. Why are you having the thoughts that you're having? Why doesn't something make sense to you? That is step one of leaving behind ignorance. To be aware of your own ignorance. That's how Socrates did it. The only thing I know is I know nothing. What a genius. I'm sure you all know that name. Or Socrates, as they call him in Bill and Ted. I should probably write down the shit that I'm talking about so that I can get back on topic when I get distracted by... Oh, please tell me I can open this. Yay! Crap! How do I get out of here now? Ooh, this is bad. How do... Oh, I know how to get out. Okay. Cool, I'll pick up the seance ring while I'm here. This might be a tough journey, though. I'm gonna be getting hounded. Leave me alone! Oh god! No, don't carve me up. Skeletons are so mean with their little bleeding swords. And it's not fair either, because those swords don't actually inflict bleed in most normal circumstances. Nope! None for you, bonehead. Okay. I've got, this friend, he does a lot of posts on Facebook, like self-motivation type stuff. And, he is really, I think, someone to learn from. Because he understands a bit of this psychology, what motivates people, how people can only do what they're ready to do, what they're ready to accept. And you might recall in a previous video I was talking about how you have a small chance to influence someone, but you get to plant a seed in their brain, right? So you can help to motivate someone by planting a seed, but my controller died for a second there. Unusual. Sometimes it just derps like that. Okay. So, yes, to make any change in your life, you gotta have the motivation. And so people, you know, they'll get mad if they're trying to get through to you and you're just not responding, you know, but like, they gotta understand that everyone kind of works on their own schedule. You can't force anyone to really do anything. And some people just take time. You know, they gotta make the realization on their own. They gotta come to terms with it on their own and decide, I'm gonna make this change. So, yeah, you just gotta deal with it, man. You gotta have patience. You gotta understand that it's a process. Okay, I need more of this stuff. Yeah. So, my dad's in management. He told me this cool thing that I really liked some time ago. He said, he was talking about a management technique where, like, no matter how good your intentions may be, your message may not be being understood or having the effect that you want. So you need to change your delivery method, you know? So that works for advertising or influencing or whatever. So, like, you could be trying to you know, influence someone, then it's just not working. So you need to find a way to make it appeal more to them. And, but the lesson there of, no matter how good your message might be, you need to change your approach. That really resonated with me. And, it's true. But, like, a lot of these things are elusive, I think, to a younger person. Like, some realizations you will make on your own as you age. Some of them you will pick up as you hear or read them. You're like, oh shit, I never thought about it like that. Oh my god, did I never kill gargoyles? Hang on a minute. Oh, I did. Very, very good. Very good. Anyway, yeah. So, if you're not getting through to someone, you should think about why and figure out how to make it appeal to them. Which will move us on to our next topic. I wanted to talk about people who have you know, social anxiety, depression, any kind of a disorder like that, it actually changes the way that they think and that they respond. So, someone who doesn't have any issues like that, let's say that is the majority, right? Like, most people that you interact with will be, they won't really have, you know, anything that changes the way that they think. But when you meet someone like that, and you treat them just like anyone else, and then you start to wonder, why isn't this being effective? Well, that would be why, because literally, they think differently. Like, if someone has social anxiety, they're going to second guess everything that you say to them. So like, you know, like, if they're used to abuse, they will be looking for it. It's like if you try to give them a compliment, for example, they might take it in the wrong way, because they think differently. And that is something that I had a tremendously hard time realizing and accepting, really. You have to accept, like, you know, and instead of being like, how come you never understand this? Like, why doesn't this ever work for you when it works for other people? Or, you know, you cannot just demand or expect that they are going to respond like anyone else. Real quick side note here, you can bait this guy to break the wall open. Yeah, that attack, the thrust, is what will break it open, and then you don't need to wait for the boulder and then backtrack and all that crap. So I always do that here to save a little bit of time. Right, so you need to understand that a mind that you know, has a personality that's got something going on like that, it's going to think differently and see things differently. And so it takes a while to kind of notice that. And it takes even longer to coach yourself to interact differently. Now, another side of the argument is the people who have these conditions, why don't they be self-aware of it and they make the change? And that is fair. You know, there should be expectations on both sides and people are putting effort out. I think that's very fair. But like, which side has it easier? I think the side that has less problems has it easier. You know, they got less to deal with, so they should be able to put out the more effort. But hey, life is not fair, once again. Well, it's not always like that. So, step one, though, if you have a condition like that, and someone just doesn't understand, explain it to them. Especially if it's like your friend or something. You know, if it's a friend, they should give a shit, and they should hear something so important as like, yo, hey, listen, I need you to understand that I work a little differently. Here's what you're doing wrong, here's what will help. You know, you're hurting my feelings. And a friend should give a shit about that and make the change. Or at least, you know, say, oh, my bad, like I'm trying, but it's so hard to remember and to adjust. And it is hard. You know, any kind of behavior that's stuck, it takes time to change. And also, the older you are, the harder it is to make that adjustment. That's why people are kind of stuck in their ways, you know? That's what it is. And when you ask them to make a change, no matter what it is, it's easy to resist that. But the thing is, some of the people who have these conditions would be too embarrassed or ashamed or whatever, you know, to tell you about it. And so awareness, again, is very important. See, I talked before about how once you start talking about both sides, things turn into a gray mess, and it's like, well, what can you do? Just do the best you can. I feel like I'm getting to that point again, because it's convoluted, you know? Oi. But I'm trying to put out a good message there to try and help out a bit if I can. Oh. And then, of course, you have the arguments of, you know, being codependent and coddling, and don't do that. That's true. Some people do claim these conditions and whatnot as kind of a crutch socially, which I think is a bad thing. But not all of them are like that. You shouldn't make assumptions. No eating here tonight. You're on a diet. Whoop! And thank you, you're dead. Right, so, communicate. Tell people what's up. Tell them you understand. Tell them you're sympathetic. Tell them that you don't understand, but you want to understand, and you want to be nice. You know, like, you want to be their friend and help them out if you can. Really? Why with the boulder? Really? You stupid boulder. I need you this way. Okay, here it comes. Stupid boulder. I didn't... It should have rotated on its own. Ugh. Anyway, doing your own research is always the best. Form your own opinion, get your own ideas. But, again, people are lazy. They'd rather absorb, you know, in like a video like this, so doing what I can here. But depression has been the hard one for me to come to grips with and understand and try to adapt. Like how to understand, how to have empathy for someone with depression and understand how they feel and figure out how to help. It's difficult. And through my own difficulty, I can understand how it would be difficult for anyone else. So I think it's important to get the message out. And also, like, if you get frustrated, oh man, that will blind you so hard. You know, the feeling of frustration is a type of anger, I would imagine. So anything along the lines of angry will make it really hard to think. Just cloud your judgment and make it difficult to make any adjustment in the middle of conversation. You know, when you start getting mad, you stop thinking as clearly. So, conquering that reflex is difficult on its own. And it takes a long time to master. But awareness, again, step one. Try to notice when you start, you know, having that reaction and do something about it. Juicy backstab. Come on, give me that booty. There we go. Oy. So, doing a quick summary here, talked about several different topics, but I think a common denominator there was ignorance. You gotta get yourself informed if you want to make, you know, if you want to make a change. Gotta have awareness. Awareness is the anti-ignorance. That's why I think it's important to take time to pause and reflect. But, you know, shit, people are busy! Or they don't care enough, they got their own problems. Such a bother. You know? And it's like, what can you do? I just despair and go hollow thinking about it. What can you do? Well, maybe you could make YouTube videos and try and explain it to people. Try and make the world a better place any way that you can. And I know it's easy to give up and despair. I have given up on a few things myself. And despaired and been like, well, shit, what are you gonna do? Like, it's too much work. I can't do it. I listen to a lot of George Carlin because I think he's funny, and I also like, or rather agree with some of the things that he says. But he was big time cynic, so I guess I am too. Oh fucking well, that's just how it is, you know. Things around me made me who I am, and because I'm not motivated to change it, it's here to stay for the moment. Just rehashing some of the topics I was talking about. I feel like I was going to give you a quote from him. Oh yeah! So at one of the videos he had a message at like he's closing up his act, and he says, take care of yourself. And take care of someone else too. And I thought, you know, that's kind of a good message. If you can take care of yourself plus one other person, then you're, I mean, if you can do at least that much, then you're doing something good. So, take care of yourself and at least one other person. Whew. But in this world, with so much complications and, you know, two sides to everything, so much conflict and confusion, this guy might parry me, and if he does, it's gonna hurt. Oh, okay. Probably should have watched out from holding his shield up there. Yeah, but in such a convoluted gray mess of a world, take care of yourself and one other person. And it's easy to give up and say, this problem is too big, I'm going to close in my circle. You know, the circle of influence, the circle of stuff that you're trying to protect. The smaller it is, the easier it is to maintain. And I understand it's a struggle. You know, I'm not expecting everyone to shelter the world. You got your own shit going on. But I suppose doing what you can. And if you have a strong enough will and resources, do more. You know. But it's a big job. There are people in the world trying to care for it. And there are people in the world who don't care for it and are just entirely selfish, and they're the ones who screw it up. Both sides again. Shades of gray. Nobody's perfect either. Someone who is trying to help in one area is probably doing something terrible in another area. What a mess! That's the planet. That's humans, rather, I should say. That's human nature. It's just how it is. What are you gonna do? What you're gonna do is take care of yourself and one other person. Oh no! Do I have my knife? I want my knife. I want my knife. I want my knife. Ooh, that was close. Oh, he's berserking. Yep, right in the crotch. Sure, the scent is wonderful. How much must I bleed you? Oh my freaking god, how many times did I bleed him right there? He ain't dead yet. Okay, I bled him like 3-4 times, which should have been 99 or 90% of his life or more, and yet he's alive. Ridiculous. Alright. Well, Iron Golem does not bleed, so we are not going to use that. Wow, the damage on that thing is so low, I don't even think it even... I don't think the bleed even makes it worthwhile. That's not good. I might just be stuck with this rapier. Ooh, I hate it when the build starts to not work out after I've already made it. That is bad. I find running at him just straight off the bat makes it easier to dodge his blast. Oh crap! Oh, I'm so lucky that didn't hit me. Oh shit, I'm dead. Didn't see that one coming. Oops a daisy. Fuck you, Iron Golem. You gotta be so cruel and then hit me off the dang thingamajig. I need more stamina while I'm doing this, since I'm not gonna be blocking. Adapt and overcome. Anyway. Carlin had a pretty good grasp of America, I think. He was informed. He did do the research. And he saw what was going on behind the scenes, and he talks about it. And he actually like debated with some people on like a news program or something. And holy crap! Like this guy was telling him like, no, you're wrong, and he was like, you're full of shit or whatever. But it was just pretty good. But you can check that out. He was kind of a man of the people, the common man. Yeah, he was on the side of the lower and middle class. Ooh, that was close. I could have got knocked off the ledge right there if I wasn't blocking. So, if you're into that, uh-oh, this is bad. Am I dead again? Okay, I'm not dead. Thank God. Where are you going? Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if I can knock him down and fall off the ledge here. I've so rarely ever knocked him down. Oh! Did it work? Oh, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? That is so stupid. Whatever, I'll just burn your balls off. He should have fell. I feel freaking robbed. God dang it. What a joke. Got all excited it was actually going to happen for once, and then... Yeah, he closes his legs together when he winds up, so you can't dodge between them. Not good. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, get tipsy. It's funny, some of his animations look like others. So you could be like, oh, he's getting staggered, and then nope, he's just about to hit you. Make a terrible mistake and get home. I'm actually surprised my fireball did as much damage as it did on an unupgraded plan. But it is Chaos Fireball, so it's a big win. One more. Yeah! Down, Bessie. Have a seat. Okay, I feel like we had a lot of conversation today. That's good. That's good. Hope it all made sense. You know, feel free to make a comment if some shit doesn't make sense or you disagree, and I will respond to it in a video, you know? Or you could send me a message on Twitch while I'm streaming, and I will try to see that and respond. Because I don't mind a little bit of debate. Yeah, sure. I'll use my 10% chance to influence you. I was just thinking, like, sometimes it's pointless to debate with someone because they're pretty much stuck where they're at. But that's not always the case. Okay, I'm getting close to level 50 here, so another 10 levels. So I wanted another 7 attunement and another 3 vitality. Yep, that adds up. I wish I had picked up more pyromancy before I came here, but that's alright. Usually I just melee Orn and Smough. I gotta stop saying Smo and Go. I gotta, now that I know what's actually pronounced Goth and Smough, I gotta start doing that. Right, I want my decent shield back. There we go. So much to do. I think I will actually bleed the gargoyle. Even though the damage seems to be miserable with this fucking knife. Old fast roll, how I missed thee. I'm so quick now. So quick. Whoop! Not quick enough. Give me that butt. I want the tail. Come on. Give. Swear to God, if he dies. There we go. Yeah, growl about it. I don't care. You're gonna bleed. Where the hell did he go? Oh. Sneaky. I've never had him go this high up before. Wow, he's just... Okay. You gonna go all the way up the elevator too? Look at his AI got stuck. He's like, I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. Okay, now I want my rapier. Bleed, big target. Rapier, small target. I got the gold ring, did I not? Please tell me I fucking did. Oh, okay. Whew. Jeez. I do not like backtracking. Yeah, okay. The camera going up this route will sometimes kill you. Be aware. Maybe take it slow if you need to. Don't slip off the little tiny ledge. Ooh, good one. That backstab damage. Now you see why people like this rapier in PvP. Backo Stabo. Going over. I find it's easier to do this with your shield up for whatever reason. Maybe it helps my concentration. But I feel like I slip less while blocking. Come on! You should also be careful about locking on up here because your lock, you'll turn towards wherever you're locked. So if he makes a sudden move while you're attacking, you could fly right off of that ledge. Especially if you're using a large weapon that actually has, like, you take a step when you swing, you know, gives you a little momentum. Be very careful up here. VatiVidya did a video about Black Iron Tarkus saying he died because he had a clumsy weapon and he swung it and slipped right off of here, and he actually did like a little recreation of that moment with a guy dressed up as Tarkus, which is why you would find his body down there in that corner down there, because he was up here and he fell and like dragged himself into a corner and died. Neat little story. I like Vati. Recommend him if you want to pick up some lore tidbits. He also has a good sense of humor. Comedy goes a long way. It's all about entertainment, right? So if you aren't dazzled with lore and like, ooh, I didn't know that, cool, then you're like, haha, good joke, friend. Amusing. So while I'm plugging him, there's a lot of animations out there on YouTube about Souls stuff. A lot of it is so good. I really enjoy it. So I highly recommend you check out some animations. I talked about Dark Sauce. There's another one, it's like two friends play Souls 2. Something like that. That video is really funny. And a lot of the animations are so good. Like, I wish I knew how to animate. There was another guy I just started watching. I think his name's Linus something. Starts with an L. But he did these little clips of Priscilla and Maria from Bloodborne. And they were really, really good. They're short, but like, you can tell the stuff he makes is going to be worth watching. So, check him out. Just look for like Dark Souls animations. I'm sure you can find all this stuff. God damn it! Stop poking me! Okay. Oh god. Right, I always recommend you go down a level so that you can use the bonfire at the Darkmoon Tomb, because I think it's shorter running from there than it is running all the way from the other side with the brass firekeeper. Such a bother. To get that open, you need the Darkmoon Seance Ring, which I picked up earlier in the catacombs. I'll show you how that works since I have it. It's really a simple matter of just equipping. It will not open otherwise. You cannot... It's not an illusory wall, like a normal one. See? Now, don't make the mistake of running directly through the boss fog, like, oh boy! Because if you stop here...
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
Then you can kneel and join the covenant.
Disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shall protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the Dark Moon.
Except for... he won't actually protect you. That's
well.
bullshit.
The enemies.
I'm not gonna fight him right now, I just wondered if you could maybe see him through the fog. You know what? What is the proper pronoun to use for Gwyndolin? Let's debate that for a moment. I don't think it's actually supposed to be a secret that it's a male, because, you know, you read the item descriptions, it'll tell you. And I don't think that Gwyndolin actually claims to be anything. So... Huh. I feel like... Well, it says... male raised as female, I think is the description. But... I don't know. I just get the feeling that Gwyndolin would probably like male pronouns for some reason. I feel like that's his preferred. Anyway. That's a whole nother debate. A lot of people are not too friendly to the trans community. So how do I feel about it? Well, it's not like they're asking you for a lot if it just comes down to using pronouns. It's not really a huge deal. Like, why do you even care? Why do you even give a shit? Like, whatever. Like, oh, you want to be a she or a he? Sure, fine. I'll call you that. No biggie. Who cares? Doesn't... Not gonna ruin the whole goddamn world. Like, Jesus. Get over yourself. It's better to be inclusive than non-inclusive. I said that before. Whoop! I like to ask me for a lot. Oh no! He didn't fall. Okay, this is bad. Because if I back up too much, the guy will shoot me in the back, and I'll be absolutely screwed. Yeah, back up. Good, good. Back up. Back up. Yeah! Cool beans. That wasn't so bad, so I'm actually going to go kill this one because he's got a good soul with him over here. It's just risky business, and gotta decide that the risk is worth it. See, a lot of the times you can bait them into attacking right off the ledge like that. Including the first one that I killed. It's just a matter of positioning. For some reason you take fall damage if you go down there too quickly. I don't know, it's stupid. Whatever. Dark Souls 1 is not a perfect product. Right. So, a little more about the whole transgender, many-gender, LGBTQ thingamajig. Bleh. So, there's male and female. I think there's also, there's a possibility of, maybe we'll be alive for this, of like having mixed sexes. It's a thing. It's real. You can look it up. But that's like you're born that way. Where you've got partial parts of both or something. There's a few complications. A few ways it can happen. So, hermaphrodites are real. They're just rare. If you didn't know that. You probably don't. Oh, never mind. Anyway, but genders though, that's a non-biological thing, right? A gender is you're choosing, that's what you want to be seen as, is what you want to be. Gender is a choice type thing. We're just going to continue that conversation in a moment here. Come on, give me the backstab. Here is some of the best armor in the game. It's actually not the highest defense, but it is like the highest poise you can get in regard to weight. So I do recommend that. If you can fit it in, that's why I'm wearing the gauntlets, because they just give a ludicrous amount of poise. 28 for 11.5 weight. That's really freaking good. Considering that there are some armor pieces that give less than that, but also weigh 11. Like chest plates I'm talking about here. Oh my god, just died. I think that conversation might be shelved a little longer than I thought. But we will get back to it. I'm going to show you a skip here in a moment. The reason... Wait, do I even need souls? No. Screw that then. Anyway, if you don't have souls given to you by an awesome buddy named Common, then you can come up here. This mimic, that mimic, they have coins you can turn in for souls, assuming Frampt is still in your game. And then in this room there's also a good soul. You just gotta kill one Silver Knight. That's my recommendation to you. I would say skip the rest of this unless you need to rescue Siegmeyer and get the emit force, but honestly, who uses that miracle? So, you can just hop over that railing for a quick skip. There is other skips in the game that I don't use, but they're like huge skips. Like you could skip Artorias. You can get into Sense Fortress early, apparently. Like crazy stuff like that. That I have never attempted. They're a little glitchy. Not all of them might work in the PS4 version, you know, because it's been worked on and patched and whatnot, so. I usually don't tango with this Titanite Demon unless I absolutely have to, because he hits pretty hard. If you want to summon Solaire, I recommend either... Okay, so Solaire will fight the giants. So if you're gonna summon him, I recommend you clear the giants out first, otherwise they might beat him up a bit, or reduce his health. Because he can't heal himself, as far as I know. So if you just roll off there, you can lure a single giant. Get this shortcut open. This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to get exploded on. Okay. Guess I got dead angled there. I should probably be bleeding these. Oh god. In fact, I think I will. Come on. I really gotta use my box and put things away. Clean up my inventory so I can quickly swap. Oh, that was close. Good thing I had enough stamina to block, otherwise that would have really hurt. There we go. One down. So, I would suggest taking down the archer before you do the other one. But hang on, it's kind of cold in here. I'm gonna adjust the air right quick. Oh yeah, far too cold. You tend to sleep with it a little colder at night. Makes it more comfortable. Okay. So, before tangling with that giant, I recommend you kill the archer. Otherwise, he'll just be pelting you rather annoyingly. Okay, I need my dagger. Wow, he actually fit up here. Nope, no he doesn't. Okay. And he's going down. We're gonna get a drop attack on him. Wow, 84 damage. Amazing. Oh, that was close. This bandit knife. I'm really having doubts. Huh. Never mind. Doubts erased. Much better than the stupid rapier. Alright. Both my weapons are stupid. I hope they're going to be significantly better once they become chaos. Okay, I need a bit of a distraction, so I'm bringing Solaire with me to fight these guys. Check my rings. Oh my god. That was stupid. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably going to lob the fireballs, so that's fine. Poise 35. Look at this setup. This and that, 35 poise. Even though that's kind of a useless number. 32 is good, but then like the next breakpoint I think is 41. By the way, if you're interested in poise, you can look up the breakpoints. It is a very simple science in Souls 1 compared to the other games. So you can see, like, how much poise do I want? What do I want to be able to tank a hit from? Most people go for at least 53, which lets you tank a two-handed greatsword. That way you don't get stun-locked by, like, a claymore or something. Getting a 76 poise, which you need for an ultra great, that's like a lot of weight, though, so most people don't do that. Oh, wow, I almost got rectified. Have a sip. There we go. Oh, that's right, I can bleed. I can bleed these fucks. Oh god. Solaire, stop it. You're being too good, Solaire, stop. Since when can Solaire solo and either one of these guys, like, for real? Somehow he's doing truckloads of damage. Slow down, buddy. Slow down. It's not a race, my guy. Oh my god, look, he's just wrecking Ornstein. Holy crap, can I pull this off? Come on, come on, come on. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, I'm so mad at you, Solaire. I'm so mad at you for being cool. What is this? Being awesome when you usually suck. Well, look at all that damage. How is he doing so much damage? What the crap? He's doing so much damage right now. I'm shocked. Oh crap, okay. Roll, roll. Luckily I don't really need either their armor sets or the Leo ring, so I'm not too mad about it. It's just I'd rather fight Ornstein. Because Smo's fucking... Yeah, he's got a bigger lightning AoE that does big damage. And then he has the stupid hammer charge move that always gives me trouble. The bleed is working as I had hoped though. I'm quite happy about that. This is what I'm talking about in New Game Plus, so I'm going to be relying heavily on that bleed. Alright, the deed's done. Without so much as a single fireball. That dress makes her look older than she is. It's the only thing I don't like about it. All the embroidery makes her look like a grandmother.
Come here. Oh, chosen undead.
Yep, yep. I know who you are, lovely goddess. The only woman I'd ever call goddess because she is one. I'm sure you know she's an illusion, however. If you deal even 1 point of damage to her, something terrible will happen. Don't believe me? Find out for yourself. You'll regret it. Shoot her with an arrow, throw a knife, something like that. Okay, now I can warp. I need to go to the depths to get Pyromancer guy, so I can start down that path. Yeah. Let's do that. Should probably level up. I don't think I'm gonna alter this build from what it is now. I'm not sure. If I change my weapons up, I'm just gonna need more stats. I'm gonna need more endurance for the weight, and I'm gonna need maybe more strength dex to use the damn thing, so I do not. I'm gonna try and tough it out and just hope that this proves to be effective once I chaos the weapons. So we'll get a solid 16 there, 36 there. So 4 levels left to be 19 attunement, 1 vitality. Yep, that checks out. Ba-ding! Attune magic. Sure. Why not? Maybe they'll come in handy. Doubt it. I also gotta kill the freaking... oh god. I'm sorting my box out first. It's getting annoying. But yeah, I gotta kill... Oh hey, I can farm up my second bandit knife while I'm here. Didn't I already kill the Capra? I feel like I did. Good, I don't have to do that then. Let me just see. Oh, it won't... Okay, wrong menu. It won't tell me. I never used this ring, because you could just use Havel's ring and throw more equipment on and get the same result. With better poise while you're at it. Not using miracles, not doing Dark Moon Blade, not using miracles. Not doing cat stuff. At some point I do want to do a little bit of forest PvP though, so that'll be another time. You know, what I was thinking about is like, Elden Ring is not too far off. There's no way I'm going to be able to finish all 3 Souls games. Oh, where am I going? All 3 Souls games by the time... I do need a second rapier, god damn it. By the time Elden Ring comes out. So... I mean, I don't think I'll be able to resist the pull And so that means that all those little Souls game projects will be sidelined while I enjoy Elden Ring. And who knows how long that'll take. Holy crap. You might actually only see me get through Souls 1. What a shame. Sure, eventually though I'll get back to the other things. Okay, give me that. I think that's all I need. Pretty sure. You're welcome, old bean. It's funny, the heater shield has more stability than this thing. Okay. Oh, get the hell out of my way, come on. Oh, that's annoying. That switch web is just to kick that guy. Okay, I'm gonna rest here because I find it's easier to farm Berg that way. Ew. 10 humanity for maximum farm. Then I'm also going to use gold ring. That is a long ladder. Right, I'm here for Hollow Thieves. Stay on focus. Okay, I just didn't want to talk about things that may be inappropriate in front of the stepson, so. The whole gender issue. So there is, biologically, according to science, two sexes. Sometimes they get mixed up. Gender, though, is an expression. It's something you choose. Basically, it's whatever you want to be. Now, it is a choice. And, so you can't expect other people to just flat out honor a choice that you're making, you know. Like, they could take it or leave it. So, some people will work with you on that, and some will not. And, you know, sucks if they are mean to you. They shouldn't be. That's unfortunate, right? But it might happen. And you're taking a risk at having it happen. But that's life. You know, like, if you're a nudist, you're taking a risk. If you wear an offensive t-shirt, you're taking a risk. You do anything that might upset people, you're taking a risk, you know? Like, that's just life. I don't want to make it seem like I am saying it's a bad idea or bashing. I just want you to be aware that you're doing something that's potentially dangerous because some people are intolerant. I feel like that's going to be taken the wrong way. I feel like it sounds inconsiderate, even though I'm really trying not to be. I'm just trying to advise that you need to be prepared, rather, you know, that something unfortunate might happen. What the? He just closed the door? Okay, that's unusual. You know, somebody might be rude to you. They might be worse. But that can happen in a lot of situations, not just gender. So, it's unfortunate, but it is the world that we live in. Can't we all just get along? I wish we could. So, but if you, Okay, really what it comes down to, if you don't like a person, don't associate with them. You know, don't choose to remain in a situation that's unpleasant for you. Remember I said before, whatever you tolerate will happen? Don't tolerate it. Move away from it. You know, if somebody notices all of a sudden that you're gone, and that hurts them, then they're gonna have to adjust their attitude. You know? If they drive you away because they're rude or offensive or what have you, and they want you around, then they're gonna have to adjust. And some people won't adjust, and those are the people that you leave behind. And that's just how it is. You cannot force people to do things. It's a hard thing to accept. Oh, good, got the bandit knife. Especially if it's someone you care about, you know. And I imagine it can be very difficult. Accepting things is one of the hardest things to do in life, though, because you don't want to accept it. You don't think it has to be that way. And if it's you're talking about, it doesn't. You can make any change to yourself that you want. But other people, no. You cannot change them. At least, probably not in the way that you hope. You can influence, you can plant the seed, but again, it's got to come about of their own accord. They got to want it. It's kind of like when guys get mad at women, like the whole incel crowd, right? They get mad at women because they have expectations. Don't have expectations. You can't control. You know, a guy can't force a woman to like him. And you can't force people to like you or accept what you're doing. That's true in everything. But I know that, like, sometimes on these issues, people get caught up in the issue and they're like, it's not fair or whatever, you know, and they argue hard for the issue. But like, take a step back. Don't focus on the issue. Just look at, you know, just look at the people. Is the issue really that important? So in summary, taking a step back here, in summary, on the whole gender thing. Two sexes, sometimes they get mixed. As many genders as you want, I don't care. Be whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You got one life, enjoy it. But again, you cannot control people, so if they don't respond to you trying to enforce upon them something, don't get upset if they don't, you know, take it and run with it. Like, you can't make them do stuff. And that's the problem, is people have that expectation of somebody doing something. Don't expect someone to be romantically interested in you just because you are in them. Don't expect someone to do whatever, you know, pronouns or what have you that you want, just because you want them. Just don't expect people to be any certain way that you want them to be just because you want it. It ain't gonna happen. Jeez, this dog is about to bleed me out. Stupid mutt. There. Okay. Well, I guess yeah, that's right, the door was locked when I got here. I'm surprised I didn't do the circuit through the depths, though. Usually I do that and then escape, but I guess I just didn't need the large ember. So I guess that kind of works with the depression and like social anxiety stuff I was talking about before too. Like you can explain it to people and you can ask for their understanding, but they won't always give it to you. And it's just how the world is. And so, if you can accept that, again talking about how people need to accept things, if you can accept that's just kind of how it is, you know, that you cannot control people, you can only influence, maybe. You know, you just got to come to terms with it and just be like, well, I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully they're doing the best they can. It is what it is. So, I guess another heavy topic that we can kind of tie in to this, and letting people leaving them be, letting them do as they like, right? Another topic we can tie into that would be the hot topic of abortion lately. Am I right? So there's been some states that outlawed it recently or made some big changes. I'm not fully informed of what happened there, but I know that something big happened. So I was talking about how you cannot force people to do things. A baby at some point is a person, but the debate is at what point? I mean, really, if you look at the debate, that's kind of what it boils down to. Like, hey, you're enforcing, like, are you enforcing your will on the woman or on the baby? You know, should the woman be able to enforce her own will on the baby? Is it a baby yet? That's what it's about, right? Taking the choice away from someone. And who are you taking it from? Are you taking the choice from the woman or are you taking the choice from the kid? So at some point, the baby becomes a person. And that's the whole debate. You're forcing death on a person, or are you? You know. I really don't know what to say about that. I always think people should be allowed to choose for themselves, but again, which one's the person? Who gets the say in that situation? There's two sides to it. And that's why there's like a lot of limitations on abortion of like, you can't do it after this point, because at that point, the baby is a person, right? Okay, I came down here and I got the ember, I killed dude, I freed Lawrence, that's the main reason I came down here, freed Lawrence, right. I'm not sure I have much more to say on that topic. Because I don't have an answer as to when does it become a person? When does the choice shift from the mother? Does it ever shift from the mother? Because it's her body. And it's not always her choice either, you know, because rape is a thing. But some of the stuff I read was really jarring. And I don't know if it's accurate or not, because it's on Facebook, but it was... Apparently there's some stuff being said where it's like, oh, the rapist should get a say. And it's like, really? Oh, that I do not agree with. No. That's just sick. I couldn't believe I read that. Like, you're standing up for a rapist's rights, really? A criminal's rights? Okay. Yeah, don't agree with that one. But yeah, it's a sensitive subject. A lot of people feel strongly, kind of like with the president. A lot of people feel strongly on either side, and it's really a war zone. And like, do I really want to poke my head into that? Not really. I'll just say that I'm in favor of people being able to make their own choices, but it's a complicated issue. Like I said, because there's... whose choice is being made? Okay, time to upgrade this flame a bit.
Yeah, what?
Make sure you say no to this guy. Otherwise he gets sad, and then you have to talk to him again and do it over. I am going to use my stockpile of souls, so I don't have to farm and get this shit over with. Yeah, we'll just use all these, whatever. Gee, that's a lot of souls. We talked about a lot of heavy subjects today. Hopefully I didn't grossly, you know, make anyone fucking close the stream in disgust. But, I mean, it is the age of taking offense, so it's like... I really wish people could speak their minds, though. You know, civilized. As long as it's communicating and not just, like, shouting. Like, when someone is... Again, we talked about how anger clouds your judgment. When someone's angry, forget about debating with them. There is no debating. They're just going to be saying their point and ignoring yours. So... if someone starts getting upset, it's time to take a break in a conversation. Okay, so I fully upgraded. Now I gotta go down to Daughter of Chaos. Finish upgrading the flame, get some more spells. The build's almost done at this point. It's just a matter of getting the Chaos Ember, upgrading weapons. Yeah, and then I gotta go, you know, collect spells, but this is pretty much what it's going to look like, just with the dust crown on top. Where am I going? God damn, I get so distracted when I'm talking. Okay. Going to upgrade. What's another big conversation topic we can tackle? Sure wish I had some comments and whatnot to work with. Oh, I did put a suggestion box on my stream at the bottom, by the way. If anyone, I do welcome suggestions. You know, I'm new with this, so got anything you want to share, I will consider it. Oh yeah, I saw a video on Facebook a while back. Someone, I think there was someone like slightly famous in political or science region. I don't know. I don't know. It was someone with a name that is probably known by other people, but I did not recognize her. But she was talking about, oh god, let me try. It was something about pedophilia, but it was talking about how pedophilia, basically she was going for like pedophilia rights, kind of like how people would go for gay rights. Like it was like in the same line of that. You know, like it's like some people are wired to be pedophiles, and that you should be understanding of that and blah. And I was like, holy crap, the implications that she is making in this video are absolutely enormous. And like, and I started thinking about it, like, it's a question of drawing the line, but she was questioning the line, like, why is it okay to advocate for some rights but not others, right? Like, why can you do like gay or trans rights, something like that, but you can't do pedophile rights? And I was like that was the question. I feel like she was trying to make people ask themselves. I can't tell if what she was doing was satire or not, but it just provoked thoughts like that, and I was like, oh my god, like, that's really tremendous if what she's doing here actually gains support. Because it was like, opening the door for so many other things. And I put that thought of your head, like, okay, if you want to try and normalize something, why can't you normalize everything? And it was just like, wow. Like, really kind of a scary, a dangerous idea is what that was. You know, because you gotta draw the line, you know? It's not okay. Kind of like murder. Like, you can't normalize murder, you know? But it was frightening. Oh, look at that, it's doing the wacky foot glitch. Looks like she's doing a stretch there. Let's check it out. She's like stretching her leg, like, ugh. Okay, so I got the pyromancies. I need to get the chaos ember, so we're gonna first, okay, I need to get the lightning rapier if I'm gonna do Isolus stuff. Right, if you're doing elemental weapons, highly recommend you do 2 sets if possible. If it's a unique weapon like the Zwei or the Clay, you're gonna have to, I would recommend that you trade someone for another copy so you can have both elements. That way you can co-op anywhere. If you're invading, of course it doesn't matter. But then again, if your guy suddenly casts Flash Sweat or like throws on a fire or lightning resist ring, you're gonna want to change. I usually don't quick swap in menus, but a lot of people do, to great effect. So, hey, if you can pull it off, more power to you. It's just that most of my builds only use like one weapon, so they don't swap ever. Okay, now I need to go... Nope! Where am I going? God damn it. I almost made a terrible mistake. I need to modify my equipment here to ascend them to +10 before I can make them lightning. I'm gonna need a bit of souls to get this done. Burning through souls. Reinforce. Pyromancy's not going to do me a lick of good in Isolith. So I will not bother picking up the Dust Crown just yet. Okay, so we want to go to Chamber of the Princess to go visit the old giant blacksmith. God, I need to get the new skirt that I need for this armor, because I'm getting tired of not seeing Mrs. Thickbottom's thick bottom. That's the whole reason I did this. I like how it's clipping through, though. You can see the skin clipping through. She got a fat butt. Whoop! Nice try. Whoop! Did he fall? Ha ha ha. He fell. By the way, you can get... I think I'll just show you. If you go out this window... By the way, I was so sad to see that this window was not breakable in Souls 3. Like, it was fully sealed up and everything. I was like, oh, nostalgia ruined. Anyway, you come out here. Skirt around here. Now, you really want to be hugging this wall closely as you kind of go forward. See? You get bumped in there. And Dragon Slayer Great Bow. That's where you get it. The exit is here. The first time I did this, I was like, oh my god, I'm friggin' trapped. I have to use a Homeward Bone. And I've been with hosts who did not see the exit either. So they sent me home and boned out themselves. And I was just like, oh, it hurts. But yeah, this is the exit. It's very hard to see. I should go down and get that, Oh god. Oof. Oof. God damn it. I should have attuned more spells, but I didn't think about it. Big damage. No failure. Yay! Titanite chunk. Then there's a shortcut gate here. Kind of useless though, but whatever. Hello, big guy. Oh! Nice hit. Giants. So friendly. Forming deep bonds. Okay, modify equipment. Lightning knife. Lightning rapier. Reinforce. Oh yeah, finally gonna get some max upgrade weapons. This is good. This is very good. I'm gonna shred my way through Izalith. What else you got? Do I need Twinkies? I can get my own Twinkies. It's easy. Okay, that's all I need. Let's take the lazy way out. Okay, and then I need to farm up the booty cloth that I want. There's that lightning rapier. Where are you? Go away. Firelink. Onward. I need to kindle Firelink as well. That's usually the main fire that I use. Yeah. Oh, one moment please. I have a message that I'm going to check. Hey, you. What is it? What is the message? Commentary just told me I was having soul streams. You've ruined me. That's hilarious. This game is so good though. It really is. It's so funny that when you start playing a game you have dreams. I've done that. Dream about the game. Sometimes you dream you're in the game. Sometimes you dream that things that don't happen in the game are the game. Sometimes you dream that you're going through a normal day, and yet it has the game's mechanics in it. Like you're going through a normal day and you have a HUD and everything, and you're like, I'm using stamina. So stupid. Dreams are crazy. Anyway. Yeah, let me use that. Achoo! Come on, fellas. I ain't got all day. Boink. Boink. Nope. Not the right item. Achoo! So, I guess really my message is a message of tolerance. But it's not blind tolerance. Because some things, like you can't tolerate murder and pedophilia, right? Some things should not be tolerated. That's when you advise. Don't attack, advise. And if you ultimately get frustrated and fail to advise, then it's time to back away and break contact. If someone is just ruining your day, just say goodbye. It's easy. Don't let it, you know, ruin your day further by stewing on it. Just leave it behind. Put the trash in the trash can. And forget about it. Dump that trash. It's gone now. It can't hurt you. But if you leave the trash around, you'll have to smell it. Do you understand my metaphor? I'm sure you do. Now, I have said before that I'm ignorant. I've said that your message may not be received in the way that you want it to, no matter how good your intentions. So it's very possible that I've come across as a complete bigoted asshole. I hope not. But you never know. And if that did happen, my apologies. It's not my intent. I'm trying to bring a message of goodwill, but things don't always work out how we want them to. I do not possess all the skills of a great public speaker or whatever. Just do what you can with what you got. But I would love to be like, you know, a Mr. Rogers or a Bob Ross type of guy. Just spreading the goodwill. But it's not always easy. Mr. Rogers, though, he did use his program to talk about big things like racism and other issues, so good for him for doing that. Someone has to. But yeah, in the era of being offended, there's a lot of groups that will attack if you say something that they don't agree with, right? Which has a lot of people afraid to say anything, which is unfortunate, because there's a lot that should be said that's not getting said because people are too afraid. That gives me another... Oh good, I got the waistcloth. That gives me another thing I want to talk about. Don't let fear rule you. Life is a lot shorter than anyone thinks it is. Ask someone, ask like increasingly older people. Ask a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 year old. The higher you get, holy crap, like they're like, yo, life is short. Like they'll just make it more and more apparent the older, because you just age, like it just, the years just sweep over you before you notice, right? It's so quick. And the older the person you ask that, the more they'll confirm it. So, you get the one life. Don't spend it being afraid and wondering what if, you know. It's hard to overcome that fear. But just don't look back and have regret. Like, that's the saddest thing. Regret is one of my biggest fears. I absolutely despise that feeling of regret. Like, oh man, if only I had... Because you can't get those moments back. So don't let the fear control you. You control it. There you are, Mrs. Thickbottom. Fruity. Pleasing. Alright, let's reinforce this. Wow, oh my god, it's so far down. There we go. Really glad I stocked up on Titanite with Common. I knew I was going to need a lot. Okay. Cracked round shield. Why on earth? Alright, because I just got one off those guys. Terrible shield. Don't even use it. It's funny the pyromancer are like, here's your crappy shield. You deserve it, because, you know, you have awesome fire magic. Yeah, just ditch that as soon as possible. Nobody ever uses the short sword either. It's decent. Low stat requirement. Got a thrust attack on it. I think the short sword was better in Souls 2. That's what my memory is telling me. Okay, so I need to go to... You know what? I want to wear my headgear, so I'm just gonna go kill the goddamn Hydra real quick. Now that I have a kick-ass weapon to do it with. I wonder if it takes more damage from lightning because it's in water. That'd be funny. Should have thought of that before you became a Hydra. I'm just gonna take a moment to appreciate all this skin that I'm looking at. Those are some fine pixels. What a round booty. So plump. Oh, Mrs. Thickbottom. Thou art a MILF. Alright, moving on. Oh yeah, I can kill this guy now. My good shield though. Now that I have maximum farm. Maybe we'll get a, thingy. What is it? Titanite catch bowl. Whoop! Whoop! Okay. Don't jump on me, don't jump on me. Oh god! What did I say? He no listen. Have I killed Havel yet? I don't think nope, I don't have the ring. I'll do him while I'm over there too. I really hope I don't end up swapping to that stupid orange cloth. I have the weight for it too, that's the sad part. And the orange cloth is slightly superior, at least as far as poise go. Defense-wise, the orange is still slightly ahead. It has slightly more physical defense. But their elemental defenses come out even. I can kill the Black Knight while I'm down there too. So much to do that I skipped here before. Because I was in a hurry. But, right, we were talking about the groups that get offended. So, groups are really more important I feel like there's so many of them now. And it's because, I think, I was talking about that need to feel included these days, right? The need to be a part of a group. Because, even though we are more connected than ever before, we are also more isolated than ever before. So I think the need to be part of a group includes these groups that get that like to, you know, be offended. Oh shit, that's not good. You know, so like by being offended with them, you get to be included in something. I hope I'm making my point here, but it's like posh, you know, to be a part of a group that gets offended. Like, but people get swept up in that identity, you know, of like supporting the group and attacking anyone who offends the group, and they just get like such a fanaticism about it. That's when it turns bad. See, that fanaticism, getting so mad. I mean, getting mad does get things achieved, right? Consider the housewife who gets really upset at a store and ends up pulling off refunds and other things that you did not think were possible. The staff tells you no, but it seems like if you get mad enough, you can make it happen. You know, like, I deserve free HBO, and somehow they succeed. It's just like, wow! So yeah, getting mad can get things done, but when it's in a group like that, it's dangerous, and that's how shit gets broken. But also, I mean, but you can peaceful protest. Peaceful protests do exist. So, you know, people get hurt otherwise, and they're not always successful. Like, throughout history, people get shot for having riots and shit, you know? And a lot of times they go badly. And a lot of the times a peaceful protest is just as effective. So, yeah, the message here is find a more peaceful alternative. Don't just attack. Inform. Educate. Be noticed. Be heard. There's other ways to do that than just attacking. You know. Don't attack. Defend. So yeah, but I think that there's so many of those groups there because of that need to be a part of something. The need for connection. It's just when you let that identity rule you, that's when it gets bad. Well, that's not good. Right, so you want to run around over this direction, otherwise you'll never be able to reach that last head that goes sideways. And of course, be careful not to fall over the damn edge. Because it's pretty blinding when he crashes down. And you might fall and just be dead. That's not good. No, I missed! One more, come on. Here, boy. No! I might have to fireball this guy. Nope. Come on! Oh, I'm mad. Stupid API. It's so tiny, I can't catch anything. Aha! Are you kidding me? How did I miss? Literally landed right freaking on top of me. Okay, this is getting annoying. Getting very frustrated at you, Mr. Lizardhead. Is he dead? Did I get it? Yes! Okay, now to make the gold golem spawn, you're gonna quit load. And I have a message from Wifey, so give me a minute while I check that out. What's up, babe? Cool. Wifey told me yesterday that she thought that my video was engaging. And I mean, she's wifey, so I thought maybe she had a biased opinion, but I asked her, like, what makes it engaging? Because I'd like to keep doing right, whatever it is I'm doing right. And she said that I explain it in like simple to understand terms. Like, I guess I have a very like personable way that I explain things, I guess. I'd like to think that's true. I hope so. More, I hope that that applies to my conversation bits rather than the technical bits of Dark Souls stuff. You know? Because that's more important to me. Like, Souls is not a new game. Like, how much are you really learning here? So, again, I'm hoping that the conversation aspect is the pull here to get people to stick around and have a listen and maybe expand their minds a little bit. Introduce some new ways of thinking, new ideas. That is my hope. There's a lot of bad shit in the world. Somebody needs to try and be wholesome. And I won't always be, but I guess I feel honored to be at least a little part of it. I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. Don't need any of this, I'm not a sorcerer.
For a very long... If thou wanted me...
I need your clothes, though. That's right. That's why I wanted to come over here. I'm liking that pale skin. Purdy. Kind of afraid I wouldn't like it, but variety is nice. What else can we conversate about? Okay, so I got all my gear. Everything I want to wear. Just need to work on upgrades and gathering spells and clearing the way to New Game Plus now. So I'm going to Lava Land. Poise, I guess. Don't really need anything else. Ah, fuck that. Let's go with, do I even need fire resistance though? Like, even, I mean, the stuff there is fire resistant, but they don't really do that much fire damage. I was thinking about... Ceaseless Discharge probably does fire damage, but I usually don't even get hit by him. The demons don't do fire damage. The Demon Fire Sage actually deals magic damage, or at least the Silent Demon does it. I imagine he's the same. Then again, he is on fire. It's a toss-up. Who knows? I would have to actually compare the damage, and I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna fight him. So, I don't think it ultimately matters. And I'm too lazy to look it up right now. Need to get to a bonfire. Oh, I forgot the Black Knight. Gold Ring, Black Knight. Or is he dead already? Oh. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Now he's dead. Shield on a character that can't use it. I'm sad. It's a very rare drop. Cute. Wow. The memes be good. Okay, Daughter of Chaos. I wonder if I can bleed Ceaseless. Probably not. I don't think I can bleed the Centipede Demon Healer, but I'm gonna find out, by golly. I'll just wear the fucking gold ring, whatever. Maybe I'll get a weapon off a demon or something. I don't really care. Attune Magic. I picked up new spells. Great Combust. Great Fire. More Great Fire. This fire's great, bro. These guys, if they attack you, there is a chance that you will get an egg implanted on your head. It won't show up all at once. What it does is it absorbs a certain amount of souls, and then once it accumulates however many it needs, probably like 10k or something, then you end up with an egg on your head. This prevents you from equipping headgear. But it does give you a kick attack where a centipede pops out of the egg and like bites someone. That becomes your new kick attack. It's pretty hilarious. It also gives you a huge debuff to fire resistance though. And the only time you would want to use Egghead because of the disadvantage is low level. But guess what you find at low level? Oh yeah, elemental weapons and pyromancy. So having an Egghead is a huge liability. But it is fun and funny, especially on a new player that's never seen it before. Like a lot of the times, people with the Egghead will just run up and spam kick just to freak you out because you see the centipede just popping out to bite you. You're like, what the hell is that? It's funny. You can cure the Egghead with an item called an Egg Vermifuge. You get that from the snakes in the Darkroot Forest. The ones that hang out on the trees. They have a chance to drop it. Engi also sells it, I believe. He sells the egg cure. That would be the egg guy that hangs out by Twilight's sister. This is my advised method for killing this fucking guy. A lot of people like to use the method where like they bait him back towards the fog door and then hit his arm so he falls. I've actually never gotten that method to work. He always kills me by breathing fire or whatever. So this method, though, works just fine for me. Usually I don't even get hit. And if he hits you, he does hit hard. So be advised. I don't think you can even block that attack. It's just... like, you would need a great shield to block it. The damage is just too much. But as you can see, I'm very handily chopping him down. It's just easy. He's a dumb boss. Just gotta know what you're doing. Just baiting the arm, attacking the arm. If you have sorcery, you can shoot him. But he's farther away than he looks. Some spells would dissipate before they even hit him. It's annoying. Bye-bye. Do I have silver ring? No. Okay. So there's a delay. See, I just got the boss soul. So there's a few second delay. And if you're swift enough, you can throw on silver ring, maybe symbol amberous, if you want to collect more souls. Not a new trick, just sharing it. You know, people online are so quick to be like, I already knew that. Ugh. Or like, they gotta flex on you. Or some people see it as like an insult to their intelligence to point out something that would be something they already know. Because like, it's so obvious. That's why I like, it's made me feel like I want to say sorry every time I tell a tip that like I feel like people already know. Like, that's why I'm always like, you probably already know this, but because somehow people get like mad about that. They're like, oh, how dare you imply I didn't already know that? Like, dang bro, calm down. Maybe you didn't. Shit, I still figure out things that I didn't know. Like Common, when he was talking about the Ring of Sacrifice, if you have a bloodstain on the ground, you can equip the ring, and that way if you die again, your bloodstain will remain. You won't actually lose anything. And I was like, yo, that's pretty awesome, actually. Okay, I think I want to bleed the Capra here. Character uses all little weapons though, and you should know by now how I feel about little weapons. I do not care for them. What even is the R2 on this? Just a wide slash, okay. I don't think I need to bleed out not Ricard, fucking guy. You know the one. Kirk. Right, so Kirk spawns when you get about here. His timer. He has like a spawn timer, right? Normally he'll invade you while you're... if you just carry on, he'll invade you while you're engaged, which is terrible. So you want to run backwards, because that triggers him. I did kill him in the depths. I know I did. Didn't I? Oh god. He should be spawning. Maybe I didn't go down far enough. Please spawn. Please. Why aren't you spawning? Did I really not kill Kirk? Usually that'll make him spawn. Now I gotta go investigate. So this is safer than fighting through all the Capras. You just drop down. Fight this guy ranged if you can. Where are you, Kirk? Ooh, God. That makes me angry. Okay, so we're gonna work back to the depths and check. I'm So sure I killed him. Very unusual. I'm not a Chaos servant, am I? Princess Guard, okay. Thought maybe that might have something to do with it. Screw you. Hate that enemy. Mrs. Thickbottom, you so thick. Little shit. I dare you. Yeah, I totally remember doing this. Weird, and he's not spawning. Why didn't he spawn over there? Maybe the game just derps. I bet he'll come the second time. Whoop. Okay. Daughter of Chaos. Kirk. Where are you? Look at all those Taurus demons out there. They're just ready. They're ready for war. It's funny being chased around by that whole crowd. Almost want to play yakety sax as I'm running away. Like, oh god. Some people actually have to farm those to get their demon axe. Like, what a pain. I'd rather just buy mine from Shiva. Of course, if you have like good sorcery or something, then you can just obliterate them. That's no problem. Let's try fighting this guy with rapier, see how long it takes. Compared to the bandit knife. Huh. It was quicker? Boy, I tell you, that bandit knife is disappointing sometimes. It's so good when elemental though, blah blah blah, that's what they say. Like, I don't know about that. It's got good grip, but so it's rapier. Rapier is stiff competition for that weapon. Stiff competition for many things, actually. Because it's so quick. And it's got good backstab. Okay, I'm human. Why is Kirk not here? I'm so confused. He should be here unless I already killed him, but I couldn't have. Impossible. Dumb. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. You'll find Red Titanite over there, and through those archways I'm looking at. You need to pick up some. Oh, I didn't place the Lord vessel. Now it makes sense. That's why Kirk wasn't there. Wow, what a clumsy mistake. I don't need to be a Dark Wraith. So I'll just give it to Framp. I just double check the build. Yeah. Plus in New Game Plus I could really be that if I wanted to. You also remember earlier I was talking about how dreams, sometimes it incorporates the game into real life. Common was just telling me that's literally what happened. He said hollows were around, I was killing them trying to defend my son. But he was just pissed that I messed up his Twitch stream. Oh wow. That's funny. What a wacky dream. Hilarious. Okay, Lord Vessel time. Oh. Where did you get that pyromancy? Tell him no. Because if you don't, then he will become hollow in the swamp below, and that's a sad day. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Gwyn, etc. Firelink. Put Lord Vessel. Maybe we'll get some nice screenshots here. That leg. Skin. Such a nice view up to the trees like that. Blah blah blah. We all know what happens after that part. Okay. Warp back to Daughter of Chaos. That sinking city looks like it might actually be cool. See, that new Call of Cthulhu game, I had a feeling that I should wait on it. Whenever it's like a big hyped up thing like that, it usually disappoints. And the reviews were not that good. So I've been waiting for like a significant sale on it to check it out, because I do like Call of Cthulhu. And so I want to see the reviews for Sinking City as well. But that's a cool cutscene. Sepson left it up on his computer, just checking that out. They need to have another game like Dark Corners of the Earth. That was such a good game, oh my god. The lore and the combat and the crazy freaking visuals and the fact that your character can go insane and shoot himself, like goddamn, that's good. Good Call of Cthulhu stuff there. You know what I'd really love to play though is Mountains of Madness or Return to Mountains of Madness. So good. Really want to play a video game version of that. Although role-playing through it would be awesome too. That's not fair, he could just stand in lava. I want to stand in lava. Think you're cool? Capra Demon, you ain't cool. Whoop! And you're dead. Thank you, come again. Now, I should be able to fight Kirk. Stupid Lord Vessel. Stupid, stupid, stupid. So much lava. Okay, so you come here. Hey, look, a bonfire. Go back. Kirk, yeah. You can backstab NPC phantoms as they're spawning in. But not, you know, players. Wow. You need to invest in vitality there, buddy. That was disappointing. Good amount of souls he dropped. Cool. Whoop. Okay. Need to get the 19 attune and one more vitalitas, and that should be it. Hope I don't feel the need to change this build later on, because it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure I want 5 attunement slots, though. Because, like, would you rather have... What's the difference here? Less than 100 HP more, or a whole nother slot for a spell? That's how I always think about attunement. Like, what's it worth? Is it really worth it? 1500 HP at level 50 is plenty. I don't need any more endurance. Attunement. Attunement where it's at. I wonder if I even have a spell I can use right now. Probably not. Fire Whip's good. Fire Whip's good. Yeah, I'll probably just slot that for now. Great Fireball, Great Fire. Okay. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. Time to move on. We're going to try and bleed out the Demon Sage guy. Ooh, I think that was pretty close there. Fight, fight. Just run past all this shit like you're playing Silent Hill. Easy peasy. Wow, he bleeds easy. Run away from the explosion. Run back in. Jesus! It's the sideways explosion he does that gets me. When he just does a quick swipe, and then there's the explosion like forward. That one catches me a lot. I guess bleed is just effective against some bosses, but others not so much. But that definitely felt easier than it would have if I used a rapier. Got another message. She said all that stuff about, you know, when I asked her about what was good about the video. And I just gave her a thumbs up because I was busy doing this. She got a little upset about that. She forgave me. Hooray. Okay, we're done here. I don't need that anymore because I'm done with my levels, so I don't need to consult the build. It's just a matter of collecting the remaining supplies that I need. I'm gonna go forward to get the lava. Oh wow. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with that. That takes too long. To get the lava ring from the centipede. Oh, you dick. All right. Stand in my way. Fuck you. So then I can go get the Chaos Ember, and we'll go from there. Just activating the shortcut right now, because I like shortcuts. Don't skip things, you will end up regretting it later. And whoop! Oh god. Good. Fall damage is so small in Souls 1. You can optionally summon Slayer for this fight, but I usually don't because I have a pretty good technique, I think. For fighting, I will show you that technique. It's really good for melee builds. Ranged builds don't need as much. If like you're a good spellcaster, you won't need to really do this technique. I'm gonna use fire resistance here. you're walking in lava. Legs. Butt. Okay, so you do leap. Keep running, keep running. And you're gonna leap here. Boing. Oh, that hurt. Of course, if you have like no vitality, like if you're doing this at SL1 or something, that's not gonna work. Alright, take a drink. And we're ready. We're gonna fight him here on the much bigger spot of land. He will spam this attack at you a few times. It's very hard to hit his arm to punish it. Yeah, here. Okay, that hurt. Why are you gonna do this to me? Now we're gonna find out if he bleeds or not. My ass is weak. I need to pick up more thingy-majigs. Oh, he does bleed. Cool. He just bled right there. Oh shit. Oh, that's right. I forgot he gets stompy sometimes. When his life gets low, he'll start doing an explosion after he jumps. And you really need to roll away from that. You legit fucker. See, there's the explosion. Guess he starts doing it around half. Whoa! No, Stompy, no! Oh god. I'm a little hectic. Whoa! Okay. I was like, how did that not hit me? But then it did. Come on, I gotta seal the deal here. Yeah, gotcha. Alright. Slap on lava ring. I will activate the shortcuts before I leave here, just so I can come back more easily. Usually I like to save Bed of Chaos to the end, just because it's such an enormous pain in the ass. As I'm sure most of you are aware. We hates it. There's really a lot of luck involved in that fight. Yes, I'm going to let Slayer die. He's not a vital NPC. And I want to get his stuff and the Sunlight Maggot for Tomb of Giant. Now usually if I am making a new game, or a regular new game, not a new game plus build that uses, you know, Chaos Ember, I'll just do the minimum amount required to, like, I won't go through all this shit. I will immediately warp back and get Chaos Ember. Sometimes I won't even kill Centipede. I will run across the lava and, like, just suicide grab the Chaos Ember. Because you don't really need to do all this stuff if you're just trying to, you know, do co-op. You don't need to kill it all. You just want to open the area that you want to play in and get your gear ASAP and then start playing. You know, start doing your little co-op thing. Or invader thing, whatever. I usually skip all this crap. It's all kind of unnecessary. There's a couple of items. I think there's a mimic around here somewhere. I haven't seen it in so long. Just because I don't bother. So if you want to farm... If you want to farm Red Titanite, the mob for that's going to be coming up soon. I bet I can bleed them out too. I'll just use that. Okay, we no longer need Lava Ring. Now we need probably points. Oops, that was close. You can just ignore all these guys, they don't matter. Let's give them a run around. There's an item up there, you see that? One of the branches around here will let you climb on top of that building. Oh yeah, it bleeds for sure. Red Titanite, see? What did I tell you? Sometimes they will rarely drop red slab. Okay, I gotta kill my competition. That was easy. Gotta kill Wrong Finger Kirk yet again. Kirk is a servant of the Fair Lady. That's why he's gathering humanity to heal her up. You can watch a whole video on that. Body did one. Pretty cool. Whoa, don't hit me with that shit. Oops, I didn't kill him. There we go. Yeah, I think Vadi does really good lore videos, so if you really want to know lore stuff, you can check that out, highly recommend, but I'll give you little tidbits here and there. Plus I have some of my own theories. Like, I'll tell you one. A lot of people think Priscilla is the daughter of Guinevere and Seath. I don't. Here's my basis for that. So, the Nameless King is Gwyn's son. He did something bad, and he was erased from history. You might notice there's never been any talk of Gwyn's wife, the mother of Guinevere and Gwendolyn. So what if she also did something bad, and so it was erased from history? Like, you see the statue of the mother and the baby. It's pretty safe to assume that that is, you know, the firstborn son and Gwyn's wife, right? So why isn't she mentioned? Well, my theory is Priscilla is her kid. She got it on with Seed, cheated on Gwyn. You know, that's a good reason to be erased from history, wouldn't you say? Ooh, he hits hard. Why am I not drinking Estus? Oh my god, stop talking. Drink! Oh my god, talk so much. Shut up. Almost got me killed. Yeah. Terrible. The whole internet cried. He just died, yeah. Very sad. Slayer's a cool guy and all, but I don't know. I don't have a huge fascination with him like some do. Jolly cooperation. So yeah, that's my theory. Gwyn's wife slept with Seath. That's why she's not mentioned. That's why she's completely erased. You know, and like, maybe the amount of erasure matches the sin, right? So, there are some remnants left behind of Nameless King, you know, Gwyn's son. But there's like no remnants except for that one statue, maybe, of the wife. So it's like, goddamn, like I don't even think she's mentioned in item descriptions. Oh shit, I forgot to pick that up. So just think about that. That's my theory. There's another bit of lore that I'm curious about, actually. I saw a video. I didn't watch it, but it mentioned Havel, Ash Lake, and the plot against the gods. And I was like, yo, hold up. And then I started thinking, like, what's the connection with Havel and the Ash Lake? Then I remembered that's where you get the magic barrier spell, which I believe it says it's a creation of Havel to resist sorcery. So maybe Havel was plotting against the gods, and that's why they threw him in the tower. Or maybe he started plotting after they threw him in the tower. But why, though? That's what I was trying to figure out. The only thing I could think of is Havel's a human, so maybe he figured out that the curse, like, basically the gods betrayed him. Like, he was a loyal servant until the gods betrayed him, and then maybe that's when he decided to, you know, it's time to fight for humanity instead of the gods. So maybe he actually became an agent of dark, and that's why they locked him up. Nifty idea. I saw another, like, Dark Souls lore in a minute or 5-minute video or some shit, and the explanation they had in that video is that Havel found out that Priscilla and Seath got it on, and Gwyn was like, "You will never speak of this to anyone," and sealed him away in the tower. I thought that was pretty funny. Havel's a big fella, though, and he's got that huge thing which could easily smash down a door. So, but so the question is, like, was he hollow? If he was a hollow, he would have fought his way out of there and went seeking souls in humanity. But he didn't. So maybe he wasn't hollow and he remained there out of duty. You know, maybe he recognizes you. Maybe he's just trying to kill other hollows and he assumes you are one. Or like he doesn't like undead. Maybe he's human. Maybe he's not undead. He's just like, he sees you and he's like, yo, it's an undead. I'm gonna kill it. It's always interesting to speculate on that stuff. Are you gonna do a jump? Yep. But you missed. Give me the Urton. This is gonna hurt. Oh god, don't get cornered. 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 Oh god! Go, 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 roll, 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 roll. Gotta put some distance between me and these fellas. Okay, good. Dang, the whole crew. You know that meme? The white girl sitting on the couch with 4 or 5 black guys behind her? That's kind of how I feel right now. Holy shit. Run! Except for I'm not smiling. Alright, they're tailing off. That's good. Chaos Ember. Now we escape. Okay, now I gotta get down to Bamos, which I should have the bonfire for. Catacombs. Yeah! I'm so glad they added that. Way, way convenient. Here you go. Chaos. Such power. More Titanite, thanks to my buddy coming. Should have just enough. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Let's reinforce this actually while we're here. I'll farm up some more Twinkies later at Seed's place. Since I'm here, I might as well proceed to kill Nito, because I need to do that anyway. I should swap my Pyro Flame to the other hand. Better for PvE that way. Whoop! I should just get another Pyro Flame. That's what I should do. Have him trade me one. I'm sure he's got one. Or if he doesn't, I've got spares on a few of my characters. Who freed? Dude. Okay, I want bellowing. Right. So real quick talk about that. PvP setup is putting your caster item in your left hand. That way you can attack and shoot at the same time if you need to. Like if they get close, you attack. If they back off, you blast them. PvE setup though is the opposite. That way you always have the option to block. You would cast and block or attack and block. Luckily with Pyro Flames weighing nothing, if you can trade for an extra one, then you get the best of both worlds. You can just swap whatever you want. Oh yeah, right. It's dark down here. Let's go with... I should have picked up that fucking heater shield when I thought about it. Now I'm stuck with mid-roll. We'll just torch through these guys. Hey, 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 hey. Whoop. This is the most efficient path to get down here. If you need the large divine ember, or yeah, large divine ember is over that direction. Good luck with that. Although I'm not sure why. Well, if you're fighting skeletons, large divine is better than a cult. Otherwise, I think if you have lower faith, divine's better than a cult. A cult only... It's one of those like low base damage, high scaling upgrades. So if you have like 50 faith, then a cult will out damage divine. Same with enchanted and intelligence. Otherwise though, you're worse off. No, I'm not a cleric, I'm a pyromancer. But you bet you're gonna kick me anyway. Loot. Oh no! I did not see that coming. What a scumbag. Hey. Can you turn that down some? Thank you. Whoa. 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 I'm blocking. I'm backstabbing. So if you need to farm white titanite chunks, you can get them from bone towers. If you go pick up this item, I will show you. It'll actually spawn in bone towers if you do that. See? That way you can get a few to kill if you need more chunks. And then you can get a few more if you go this way on the way out. Big damage on that fireball. Nice. Boink. Did I upgrade all my gear? Yes, I did. Except for the shield. Okay. So we got max weapons now. Max pyroflame. When you talk to him again, if you tell him no, then you get a free item out of it. Ta-da! 20 humanities. Now, one time he turned hostile on me. I think if you tell him that yes, you are a cleric, and then no, you don't forgive him, he will attack you, but I'm not positive. But I seem to remember that happening once. Maybe I'm just forgetting that I attacked him, but I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna equip Gold Ring because there's a Black Knight coming up. I want to try and get some gear. Come on, Black Knight, where are you at? I know you're in here somewhere. Really? You're just gonna hide and pretend you're not here when I know damn well that you are here. Come on, Mr. BK, where you at? Mr. Burger King. So if you come over here, you can get a really good item. The effigy shield has the highest lightning resist. Whoa, hello, there he is. Huh. Okay. Come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Probably should use lightning. These guys are fire resistant. As I'm sure you know. Yay, halberd. What's this? Nothing. Okay, alright. And then, right, so the effigy shield. Highest lightning resist in the game. But it's only like 90% physical block. But it is small. I don't think it weighs very much. Let me check. 3 pounds shield. Okay, well. Low stability as well. It's a small shield that weighs the same as a bigger shield. But still, it's a good choice if you're going up against anything lightning. Even though most people these days use chaos ever since they figured out it does more damage than lightning. But if it's like a miracle user, oh, okay, I know where I am now. Then you could block a few lightning bolts with that thing. Alley-oop. It's the only way to get here. Rolling off that. Then you're gonna grab this and yeet out of here. You don't want to mess with those. And you're gonna roll and or jump across that gap. And then this is the warpable fire in the Tomb of Giants. The one that you want. Okay, I'm gonna be fighting that dude soon. There is a NPC invader down here, so make sure that you're human when you go forward so you can actually get invaded by him. And you don't miss out on unique gear. Get a soul this way. Don't really need this ladder, it's just a short drop. Now from this point on you will not need your light source, so you can switch back. That's the Ash Lake. It's cool how you can see other areas from different points in the game. There he is. Ooh, I almost killed him. Night night. He is a sad replacement for Garl. Garl Vinland from Demon Souls. Man, what a cool guy with awesome armor and an awesome deep gravity voice and everything. God damn it. Stupid rapier. So bad at hunting lizards. That character was so cool though. Really, that's the thing I miss most about Demon Souls is Garl Vinland. And playing as Garl Vinland and his kick-ass helmet and his kick-ass shield of magic immunity. That guy was just all kinds of awesome. Don't linger here too long or one of those skeletons might kick you and you could end up going off a ledge. Okay. You can farm humanity off the baby skeletons here. They will give you the plague though. If you want White Titanite Slab, this is the only guaranteed one in the game. Recommend you grab it and go. You don't get fucking swarmed by babies. The nice thing is you can kind of farm babies infinitely, because you can use humanity to restore your health, even if you get toxic. You know? So you just be like healing up as you're farming. Okay, we're gonna get out of there real quick. You can also farm pinwheel masks off those guys and white titanite also, I think. I hate the damage from falling in here. So when you're waiting, I recommend waiting back here and luring him in, because if you go back there, you're going to have to fight big skeletons, and it's just more of a pain. You want to fight as few little skeletons as possible. So you wait here. You do need to listen for like a loud scream, though. Because sometimes Nito will do this attack that summons up a blade that pops up underneath you, but you'll hear a loud scream right before it goes off. So when you hear that, you want to just start like rolling. You know what, let's just burn him. And block that, because he will explode. The good part is it kills all the skeletons too. And then you just gotta finish roasting. Oh, are you seriously exploding again? Alright, cool. Okay. There. Easy peasy. Moving on. Oh shit. Haha! I did it fast enough to get the bonus. I'm not sure what I'm going to use those souls for, but it's always good to have them. Well, if I get that second pyro hand, that's probably where all of them will go. Okay.